What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Today's gonna be a cool video. It's kind of a video that I put out for I put off for a little while, but I think God told me it's time to speak about it. You know what I mean? Um, I'm gonna I want to make this like a series. Well, not really a series, but it's gonna be kind of like a part one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be going super crazy in debt, and if this video does good and y'all want me to go more in depth and y'all want me to explain more, you know what I'm saying, y'all tell me that and I will. I'll make a part two to this, you know what I'm saying. So I'll kind of skim on this one, you know what I mean. I won't really go too crazy, but today's video is gonna be kind of like a testimony video, you know what I mean. It's gonna be kind of how I grew up and like kind of some of the things that I went through. We are like 21, 22 videos in, and I feel like now is the time I can speak about these things. You know what I'm saying? So kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying? Being transparent and stuff, because I never really talk. I mean, I talk to people about it, like people that that's close to me and stuff like that. But now I'm like explaining it to the world. So yeah. Before we start, make sure you smack that thumbs up button. That like button helps the video, help YouTube put our video out to people that need to see it. Also, leave a subscription. I post videos every Tuesday and Thursdays. Do not want you to miss it, and the easiest way to not miss it is for you to subscribe. And last but not least, leave a comment. In the comments, leave what kind of videos you want to see. You know what I mean? I do want to start doing vlogs. I've been actually going to the gym, hitting the gym, so I thought about making like gym content and stuff of that nature as well, because I'm into fitness, and like this channel is about lifestyle and improving your lifestyle. And like I said in one of my other videos, the gym is definitely a way you can improve. So if I start bringing the camera to the gym and start making content there, if y'all be interested in that, I mean, let me know. And just any topics that you want me to go over, or you want me to kind of speak about, put it in the comments, and I check every comment and I respond to every comment. So I would definitely be looking. So yeah, let's get into it. For those of you who are new, my name is Amir. I am 26 years old. In a couple of weeks, I'm not gonna be able to say that because it's gonna be my birthday, which I'm kind of excited about. Not too sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm still excited about it. I'll be turning 27, and yeah, I'm getting on up there. But hey, I'm still lit, young, and turned. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't have such the wonderful, glamorous life as like you might think I have. You know what I mean? I kind of went through some trauma and stuff of that nature too, as well. And we're gonna be kind of speaking on those things. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is not gonna be a super in-depth video. This is kind of like a skim outline type of deal. And if y'all want to hear more about it, then like I said, just leave a comment and I'll make a part two. So yeah, let's start off with young Amir. You know what I mean, baby Amir. Starting off. So those of you who know, I have a father. Who is he's an overseer, pretty much. He's a pastor, he's a prophet and stuff for that. Now, pretty much, I'm a preacher's kid. You know what I mean? Like my whole family is, you know what I'm saying, pastors, preachers and stuff. Like my grandma, my granddad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a preacher's kid. You feel me? I grew up in church. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just part of my thing, you know what I'm saying? But my first time really seeing any kind of trauma and going through any kind of thing was when I was young. I was about 4 years old. My mom and my dad actually got divorced, and that kind of took a toll from me because I have a sister, you know what I mean, that I love very dearly. And that was my best friend, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we did everything together. You guys, my mom, you guys, my dad, and like we had that relationship where like we will fuss and fight, and then 2 seconds later we'd be playing together, having fun, and then like she'll mess with me, and then like 2 seconds later we'd be fussing and fighting, and then 2 seconds, like we just had that sister brother relationship. That's my big sister. She's older than me. I love her to death. You know what I mean? That's my best friend. You feel me? But whenever my mom and my dad divorced, my mom ended up taking my sister away from me, and it kind of messed up our relationship. We wasn't as close anymore. We didn't really, I mean, we spoke to each other, but we didn't really see each other like how we used to. And just our lives kind of went down a path, a spiral path. You know what I mean? It kind of started going downhill, especially I could say for me personally, started kind of going downhill from there. From then, I became a super angry kid. I didn't know why my mom and my dad separated. I didn't know why she took my best friend away. Like, I was just mad, and I was mad at the world. I was super angry. I would fight anything and everybody. I did not care. I was super angry. Like, for instance, one of my friends, he's a homie friend, close friend to this day. The very first time we met, we fought. Like, that's how we became friends. We ended up fighting. Like, literally, we was playing football, we was playing pickup tackle, and then next thing you know, we was fighting. And we fought for a good 2-3 minutes, like getting it in. And then after that, we became best friends. Like, we just gained respect for each other, and we became friends, we became close, you know what I mean? That had to been around, I say 6 or 7, you know what I'm saying? And so now we're going to be talking about middle school, elementary, middle school. So I went to this school called Sally B. Howard. It's pretty much like in private school in a way, you know what I mean? It's a school for the arts and stuff of that nature. I love Sally B. Howard because it so many memories, it literally made me who I am, you know what I mean? It brought me up, especially in the creative aspect, you know what I'm saying, the music aspect and the arts and like the media and stuff of that nature. That's really because of Sally B. Howard, the school that I was going to. When I was going to Sally B. Howard, I met 3 other guys who became my best friend. They're still my best friends to this day. They're my lifelong friends. Their name is Lance, Andrew, and AJ. We ended up becoming like a clique. Like, we ended up hanging out with each other almost every day. Like, literally, if I pop out somewhere, that people know that my boy's coming with me. You know what I mean? Like, that's gang for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's them my dogs, you know what I'm saying? It's still like that to this day. Everybody's kind of separated, you know what I'm saying? Got 2 of my homies living in South Carolina, got another homie that's living like 35 minutes away. I was gone for a couple years living in California and stuff. I just got back recently, but like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We go on our separate ways and stuff, but we still end up being able to click up and hang out together and talk about old times and just do what we always did, you know what I mean? We kind of like ran the streets, you feel me? Like, we will always be walking and stuff and doing all this stuff. This is when we ain't have cars and stuff of that nature, you know what I'm saying? The girls would come and call us and you know what I'm saying, we be having the shawties with us, so we would have to go walk, or we would get the bikes and go pull up at their house and stuff together, and you know what I'm saying, it was just good times and stuff of that nature. But that also kind of brought problems. I really became like a rebellious kid because, like I said, I was a preacher kid, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, honestly, whenever you're a preacher kid, you already have this title and this kind of stigma over you, and it kind of pushes the kid to be rebellious, you know what I'm saying? They're already under all this pressure and under all this kind of like responsibility, and they kind of like stereotyped already, you feel me? Like, they don't really have that much freedom and stuff of that nature, and I kind of felt the same way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go to church all the time and stuff of that nature. And then at that point, I didn't really have, like, I had a relationship with God, of course, but it wasn't really my, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't my personal relationship. It was kind of like a forced relationship, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't me, you feel me? I had to go there because my parents are preaching, my dad's preaching, or my grandma's preaching, they were going to church. Like, I had a grandma that went to church anytime she could, you feel me? At this time, my dad is a world-renowned drummer. He's playing drums for my aunt, which she had a little thing called Mother Spirit. The fun fact, her son is actually a Grammy-nominated singer, you know what I mean? Y'all might have heard of him. His name is Samat. That's my brother, you feel me? He's a famous singer. He done did songs with SZA and everything, you know what I'm saying? He's very popular. That's her son. But yeah, my dad was becoming a world-renowned drummer, you know what I mean? He traveled all up and down the East Coast. Everybody, any city we went to, they knew about my dad, you know what I mean? He trained up a lot of people that's doing big things in the drumming community now, you know what I'm saying? He trained me up as well. Like, I also played drums as well, but yeah, like my dad also he ended up almost get signed to Sabian. If you know who Sabian is or what Sabian is, like my dad was creating a name, you know what I'm saying, doing the drums and stuff, what he always wanted to do. And I mean, like I said, it kind of me having to go to church all the time and like had to be the you know being a preacher kid and stuff of that nature. It kind of turned me rebellious. I'm already still angry at the time because what's going on in my life with my mom and stuff of that nature. So it's just a lot of stuff that you know flooding you know that had intertwined with each other and turned me rebellious. Around middle school age, I say around like 7th to 8th grade, I started drinking. That was like my first time really drinking and stuff of that nature. Man, I remember at 8th grade. I know it's kind of crazy to speak about. Like it's crazy. I know 8th grade, man. We had a party, right? Like a graduation party because we all was graduating, and one of the places, bro, we went to, man, we they made some Kool Aid, but the Kool Aid was spiked. So all of us was turned. It was probably about 14, 15 of us. We was all turned up, just lit. But that was like the first time I really got drunk and stuff of that nature. And really, I started experimenting with like weed and stuff too. Like I hit my first blunt around 8th grade. Like I only hit it like 2 times though, and it wasn't no crazy, and it didn't even do anything to me. That's the thing as well. Like the first time I smoked ever, it didn't do anything to me. So I was like, oh, this is nothing. You know what I mean? And now we getting into high school. I lost my virginity in 9th grade. I got a best friend. I got a homie. It's so crazy. So we was on the football team together or whatever, and we ended up having the same class or whatever. So we kicking it. He's literally just like me too. Like we're literally we just alike. You know what I'm saying? So we kicking it or whatever. And then it was one Friday. No cap. I had a girl at the time. He had a girl too. But it was one Friday. He told me, he was like, yo, Amir, I'm about to, you know, so I'm about to do it. Like we both were virgins too. He was like, I'm about to lose my virginity this weekend. You know what I mean? He was like, bet. He was like, all right. Look, he was like, pretty much he was just telling me he was about to lose his virginity this weekend. So I was like, I mean, I already had my girl. I already kind of had her on the string. Like I could have did. I was turned. You know what I'm saying? Anything I wanted, I could have did. You feel me? So I was like, bet. I'm about to do the same thing then. You know what I'm saying? Like let's do it. So we made a pact. We was like, man, let's lose our virginity this weekend. When we come back Monday, we both should lose our virginity. And that's literally what happened. We both lost our virginity the same weekend, the same day for real too. Like it was so crazy. And then he was telling me how it went down, and I told him how it went down, and that kind of put me into the lustful, you know what I'm saying, sexual scene. 9th grade year, you feel me? And honestly, I regret it. I kind of do regret it, but then again, I had to go through it, so I'm able to talk about it with y'all. You know what I mean? So that happened, and then I say I was kind of cooling. For those of you who don't know, I played football and I ran track, so I always had popularity and stuff. People knew me around the school or whatever. But I was the faithful boyfriend. You feel me? Like I always had a girlfriend. You feel me? The first 2 years I was in high school, I had a girlfriend with the girl that I lost my virginity to. You know what I'm saying? We was together for about 2 years, and then my last 2 years, I had another girlfriend, you feel me, that was on the track team. After me and the other girl broke up, got another girlfriend, and you already know what happened with that, you feel me? You already could tell what happened with that. Um, well, that same girlfriend that I ended up getting with in junior year, she ended up being my girlfriend through freshman year of college, you know what I mean? So let's go to 12th grade. So it's about the summer of 12th grade. After I graduated, I'm about to go to college, and my cousin came around, and that's when I really started indulging into smoking weed for real. I tried it again after I said it didn't work, you know what I mean? Because it didn't work, and so I wasn't going to waste my time and keep trying it if it didn't work the first time. But my cousin came around, and he pretty much stayed with me during that summer, you know what I mean? Like that summer, he pretty much was at my house in the country for about 2 3 weeks, and that whole time 2 3 weeks we was rolling up, getting fried. You feel me? We was smoking that gas. You know what I'm saying? We were having shorties pull up and everything. We was smoking with shorties and everything, and that kind of got me into the smoking range, you know what I mean, the weed range. I was still drinking and stuff too, like I was still pop up, get some drink or whatever, you know what I mean, but That's how I really started smoking. Now we going into freshman year of college. So I ended up leaving. I went to Winston-Salem State University. If you know where that's at, you know what I'm saying? Go Rams, you feel me? If you know where that's at, then you know where that's at. Best HBCU around this mug, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I got to college, like I said, I had a girlfriend. I still had the girlfriend I was going with in high school. To be real with you, I thought I was going to end up marrying her, but that didn't work out. But man, as soon as I got to college, it got real because I finally had the freedom that I've been looking for the whole time. Remember all the things that I was going through and I was talking about earlier, I was still under the supervision of, you know what I'm saying, I still was under supervision of my grandparents, my dad and stuff of that nature. Like, you know what I'm saying, I still was under somebody. I didn't really have freedom. But when I got to college though, that's where that freedom came in, you feel me? I messed up when I went to college though because I was in a relationship. And you know what I'm saying? God kind of showed me that I need to get out of that relationship too. But I was being ignorant and hard headed. Like, first off, I'm 2.5 hours away from where my girlfriend is at. And I was going back home every weekend just because of my girlfriend. And that messed me up a lot. It messed me up a whole lot. Especially because I'm a freshman in college and I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Like, everybody who go to college, freshman college is broke. They're a broke college student. Even if you got a scholarship, you ain't got no money for real. Like, you're broke, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I ended up, like I said, I started smoking weed and stuff of that nature. I was already into the weed scene. And I was kind of segregating myself from interacting with other females and interacting with people because I was in a relationship and I didn't want to jeopardize that relationship. Like I said, I thought I was going to end up marrying that girl. I really loved that girl and my plan was to end up marrying her. But yeah, I ended up meeting this guy who was a grade above me, you know what I mean? He was a sophomore in college, I was a freshman in college, named Reese. I love that man, bro. That's my brother to this day as well. Like, man, if you haven't found out, if you haven't noticed that when you become my friend and I actually make you a friend, you're not just a friend for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually very picky and I have trust issues and I don't just let everybody in my life. So whenever I let somebody in my life, typically they become a long life person in my life, you know what I mean? They become a long life friend. They're not just a friend that's just there for a week or two. You're usually there for years on, like, your lifetime friends, you know what I mean? And Reese was another one of those persons, you feel me? He saw me, he kind of brought me under his wing, you feel me? Like, he made sure I was straight. He would always check up on me, you know what I mean? He had a car at the time, so we would go riding out and stuff. And he also smoked, so it just worked out, you feel me? Like, he showed me where to get the gas from, and like, we would just, after stressful days, we would just go in the city, go chill and go smoke and just vibe, talk and just, you know what I'm saying? He just be a big brother to me, you feel me? It got to the point where I was smoking so much that I ended up being the plug. I don't know how that happened, but we were smoking so much gas that we ended up turning out to be the plug. Like, people started buying from us. Like, we started getting fronted from our plug and we started trapping. Like, that's how much we would smoke. But that didn't last long for me, and it's a funny story why that didn't last long for me. Because I mean, we were doing our thing thizzle, but I got a random text one day from my dad, who is 2.5 hours away, and he asked me, "Are you trapping? Like, are you selling drugs?" And I straight up told him, I was like, "How do you know?" But yeah, I am, cause I don't lie. Like, I keep it 100. So I just told him straight up, like, yeah, and then he kind of told me that that's not the path I wanted to go down, and so I just quit trapping. Like, literally right after that, I just stopped. I ain't doing it no more. But my homeboy, he still did, you know what I'm saying? So I would like ride around with him and, you know what I'm saying, help him get clientele. Like, people would still come, like, I had a lot of people that would come and ask for me, you know what I'm saying? And they wanted me to, to serve them, but I would just send them to my homies, you feel me? That, you know what I'm saying? And then they would break bread with me. Like, they'll make sure that I always have weed to smoke. They'll, give me money and stuff of that nature because I'm sending people their way and stuff. So it kind of worked out, you know what I mean? I wasn't trapping, but, you know what I'm saying? It was straight, which I do not condone. I don't condone selling drugs. Like, it's so unnecessary. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's an unnecessary stress. It's an unnecessary liability, risk. Like, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not trying to do the time. Like they say, if you ain't trying to do the time, then don't do the crime. You feel me? And that's a true statement. Like, you ain't ready to sit down for a little time, and you ain't ready to, feel me, do what you supposed to do, then don't try to get in that lifestyle. Cause when it get hot, when that pot start cooking, it's gonna cook. You feel me? And you gotta be there to take that fire. You feel me? If you ain't got that, if you know deep down inside you can't take that fire, then don't take that fire. You feel me? I could have took that fire. I just didn't. I didn't want to do it. Like, I had better things to do. You feel me? Like, even my dog telling me like, yeah, dog, it ain't worth it. You feel me? So I just took their word and was like, nah, it ain't worth it, and just stopped. I literally just quit. You feel me? That's why I quit. You know what I'm saying? But throughout that time, I'm in school. I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend, which got me into a major depression. Like, it was bad. Like, we was on and off, you feel me? Like, we'll break up and then get back together and stuff, but we ended up breaking up for real. And the whole time, it was even worse because I ended up coming back home because I wasn't going to school, because I was trapping. I was smoking and trapping so much that I wasn't even going to class, you feel me? I was getting money, or trying to get money, because I was a broke college student. I needed some money, you feel me, to survive, you know what I'm saying? And like, my people weren't sending me nothing, so I had to go out there and get it, you know what I'm saying? And ended up not doing what I was supposed to do, and it ended up coming back home and stuff. Whole time I'm coming back home, my girlfriend ends up going to the same school that I went to. So now it's reverse, you feel me? And we ended up breaking up. I ended up going through a bad depression, you know what I'm saying? Because love sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you don't know what you're doing and if you're not ready for it. Love sucks, and real love hurts, you feel me? So that's just my little advice on that, you feel me? But yeah, after all that happened, I ended up, like I said, I was in depression, so I was smoking even more. At this point in time, my people knew I smoked, so I ain't had nothing to hide or whatever. I would just go get it. And I would never like smoke in places where I ain't supposed to smoke. I would always smoke. They know what I did. Like, I would smoke and then I would go inside and I would make music. Like, that's just what I did, you feel me? Like, I always was into music. Music was always one of the things that I loved. So I would smoke and then go in, I would make beats, you feel me? Or I would smoke and I would go in, I would listen to music, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing nothing crazy like smoking, going out shooting people and stuff of that nature. Like, nah, I wasn't doing that. Like, I had girls come over, I had homies come over, we would smoke, we would match and stuff, and then I'd go inside and I'd make music. That was just, or I go listen to music, you feel me? That was just the thing that I was doing, and that's the thing that I did, you feel me? But let's skip past to like 2018, 2019. So 2018, 2019, you know what I'm saying, I stopped smoking. So the last time I ever smoked, before I came back, well, you know what I'm saying, the last time I ever smoked was in like 2019. I was with my homeboy, with my brother Takeem. He's now a barber, you feel me? And I mess with him. Like, anytime I need to get a cut and I'm around his area, in his way, I go straight to him, you feel me? No problem. Because first, he could cut, and secondly, that's my home dog. I believe in supporting your friends, you feel me? So I'll go spend my money with my brother, you feel me? Like, that's just what I do, you know what I'm saying? But I was with him, you feel me? And we was smoking, and literally, we get halfway through the blunt. First off, before we go there, I went and I bought a 3.5. Like, I paid 30, got my 3.5 or whatever. We rolled one blunt. We was smoking. I probably hit the blunt probably 2, 3 times. I got halfway through the blunt and I was like, hey bro, I quit smoking. Like, I'm done. Like, I quit. And literally, that's exactly what I did. I stopped. I ain't even finished that blunt, you feel me? I put it out. Then I called one of my other homies and asked him if he wanted the weed that I just bought. I know it's crazy, right? And literally, I went to his house and gave him the weed and the blunt that I was just smoking. And I quit on that day. After that day, I made up my mind that I was going to the military. So I started running, I started training, I started getting right, and I ended up going to the military, which I got a video about explaining it too. I ended up going to the Navy. Cool thing about that is I ended up getting stationed in California, which I love California. I ended up getting stationed in San Diego to be exact. Hot take, San Diego better than LA. I'm just gonna ahead and say it. Me personally, I like San Diego way better than LA. I've been to both, but I like San Diego better than LA. Probably because I'm a beach. I like the beach, you know what I'm saying? I like the coast, I like the wind and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I lived on the coast, so that's probably why, but I really feel like San Diego is better than LA. But yeah. Yeah, I ended up getting stationed in San Diego, and I ended up, you know what I'm saying, doing my term or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now we gonna fast forward to about a year ago, you know what I mean? I ended up coming back to North Carolina, and now I'm here. I ended up meeting this chick that I thought that I was, you know what I'm saying, that we was a thing together, you feel me? And we ended up started dating. Where I messed up at, I ended up moving into her crib, which I've never done that ever before in my life, but some way, somehow it happened. Ended up moving to her crib, and then a lot of stuff happened. And only way y'all gonna end up hearing more about that situation is if y'all comment down below and tell me that y'all want to hear more about that conversation. But long story short, we ended up breaking up. I ended up giving my life to God. Literally the 31st of March, it's gonna be a year that I gave my life to God or whatever. And yeah, I just been on my journey ever since then. I've been traveling with my dad and stuff, helping him out, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's definitely a journey that I recommend people. You know, I have so much more peace, you feel me? I'm still young and turned. I'm still looking good, you know, so I'm still living my lifestyle and doing what I'm doing. I don't smoke anymore, you know what I mean? I don't drink anymore, you know, so I have way much more clarity in my mind. I have way much more peace. I have a lot of goals and aspirations that I'm working towards now, you know what I mean? I have dreams and stuff that I'm working towards now. I've got this YouTube channel, like, got that finally kicking out how it's supposed to be now. It's just so many plus that I have gained ever since I gave my life to Christ. So I definitely recommend it to you and to, you know what I'm saying, try to push it out to other people to do, because it's definitely worth it. And this is just my little journey, and so far I hope that y'all have been enjoying the journey, because y'all in a journey with me, you know what I mean? Everybody that views this, everybody that subscribes to my channel, y'all gonna see how my life is, you feel me? Y'all gonna see how my journey is. Y'all in the journey with me. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Smack that thumbs up button. If you want to hear more, tell me in the comments. Like I said, I read every comment, I look at every comment. So tell me in the comment to do a part 2, and I will do a part 2, a more in-depth part 2. I get down to the nitty-gritty. We can talk about my last relationship and all that stuff. I'm down for it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.